Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the preacher and the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the break of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covered in all the colors and lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Faribault, Minnesota. We're in the summer rink here in Shattuck St. Mary, and it's going to be the Sabres taking on the Chicago Mission. Your starting lineup for Coach Ellie's squad: Conklin, Patek, Tommy C on left wing. Blue liners going to be Hall and Vernig. Number 35, Quinn Kelly has the net. 17 minutes are on the clock to get this contest underway. Down behind the net of Mission, here to the near side, picked up by Hall. Hall going to backhand it right back down towards MC and Patek. Cut off by Mission here to the near side. Pushing it up the ice, intercepted by Tommy C at the blue line, going to set one forward. Slotted away by Reeder of Mission, pushing it up towards Patek. Trying to make a move around, it goes cross ice to the far side. Out towards Vernig. Poke check loose by Conchinquino, picked back up by Bornhoff. Puck is loose in the blue line, the fire backing on is going to be Chinquino, put a stick on it. Swatted away by Quinn Kelly in the left wing corner. Big Q in net. Centering pass out to the right point. Picked up by Mission. Coming across towards Cinquino. Cinquino blocks the shot. Hot Charlotte Lee making it. Sent in by Mission. Deep all the way down the left wing corner for Hall here to the near side. Mixing in is Fontana. Picked up by MCU. Tries to Gorbatenko flip it out of his own. Knocked down by Carter Hare. Carter Hare, top of the right, shoots to fire a shot. Into the netting and out of play it goes. And we're going to get a whistle at 16:06 here in period number 1. Shattuck St. Mary's, the Maroon Marauders, dressed in their home whites with the maroon around the shoulder pads, and it'll be a maroon and black piping around the armband, waist, and socks. Shells are going to be all black. Helmets are black. Gloves are going to be black with the maroon and white trim. The Chicago Mission, dressed in their classic neon green with black piping and silver around the armband, waist, and socks. Shells are going to be black with the vertical double white and green stripe. Chucked down by Juliana Golden. That's going to be an icing, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 15:52 to go here in period number 1. And the Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Benches are on the far side. Penalty boxes in between along with the scorekeepers. And we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone to the right of Quinn Kelly for Chicago Mission. Out there now will be Golden in the slot along with Ligda and Elena Monaco. Blue going to be Charlotte Lee at center along with Gianna Monaco. He's sent down by Golden. No icing. That gets waved off. It'll be Charlotte Lee on the forecheck now. Sent over here to the near side. Backing up is Monaco. Cut off by Elena. The one-man wrecking crew going to work. Golden sends one up in the air. Bouncing puck. Chopped loose by Golden. Picked up by Charlotte Lee. Top of the right circle. Lee going to work here to the near side. Hits the brakes. Pushed out here to the slide slot. Knocked loose by Ligda. Kept in by Lee. Lee across the blue line there. Little miscommunication on the Sabres part. Picked up by the Sabres. Or picked up by Mission. Carter Hare cut off by Jocelyn Field. Sent behind the net. Going to be collected by Brooklyn Ligda. Ligda here to the near side. Breakout pass to Golden. Golden over to Lee. Lee's got Field breaking up the ice. Lee going to make a move at center. Pushing her way around Shea Watson. A little backhand chip shot. All the way down behind the netminder Geberkoff of the Mission. Reversing the ice. Mission's Warrington in the left wing corner. Going to be harassed by Field. Thrown right back behind the net. Picked up by Yates. Coming in is going to be Siri Bolden. Chipped forward. Picked up by Jillian Young. Blocked by Eva Molnar of the Sabres. And trying to drag it out of there is going to be Siri Bolden. Bolden does. Pushes it across the blue line. Deep in the right wing corner it goes. Going to be Warrington on the back here. Siri on the forecheck. And it's be picked up by Mission. Breaking out on the far side. Coming in is going to be Bolden. Bolden knocks it loose into the hands of Field. Field makes her way top of the right circle. Back in the hands of Molnar. Right wing face-off done. Heads one towards the net. Firing his shot is going to be Bolden. Saved by Geberkoff. Puck is loose in front of the blue paint. Just missing is going to be Field. Thrown out of the zone by Mission. That puck's going to go all the way down by Q because it's going to be an icing. No icing. Gets waved off. Collected by Emma Pape. Mission gets the line change in. Pape goes around the forechecker. Makes a move around the second forechecker. Hits Conklin here to the near side. MC walking it in. Head of the net is going to be Vernig. Conklin goes down behind the net. Right to left. Spanning around hard. Coming across. Going to hit Pape on the point. Pape fires a shot. Shin guard blocked by Proto. Picked up on the rebound by Bornhoff. Little sauce across. Knocked out of midair by Chuck. Picked up in the left wing corner by Vernig. And Proto going to work. And it'll be Josie Vernig. Send it up here to the near side for MC. Left wing half wall battle. Reeder on the defensive side of it. Patak coming in along with Vernig. Patak stuffs it off of Reeder. Back into the half wall for Conklin and Bornhoff, who's tied up. And the 3-on-2 battle. Won by Bornhoff. She goes up in the left wing corner. Cut off by Patak. Loose change collected by Vernig. And Vernig going to send it on the far side looking for Tommy C. Picked up by Reeder. Cut off by Patak. She knocked it free. Kept in by Missions. Pazin and thrown right back behind the net for Emma Pape. Pape behind Q. Throws it up here to the near side for Conklin. Conklin a little bit of time and space. Intercepted by Mission, right back in the hands of Conklin. Conklin, poke check by Reeder, going to backhand it in his MC, and it's going to be Cinquino on the forecheck, and Mission going to have to throw it behind the net here to the near side. Backing up is going to be Ligda, out towards Cinquino, now cut off by Dylan King, and fished out by Mission. Poke check loose by Golden. Here to the near side, we've covered Mission in front of Ligda, high right circle, left circle, poke check across. Dylan King on the back check now, knocks him off the puck. Here comes King along with Ligda in the right wing, or not Ligda, that's going to be... That was Dylan King behind the net. In the right wing corner is going to be Ligda. Ligda sends one out to the right point, kept in by Mission. Fires a shot, blocked by Ligda. Out towards Monaco and King. Tied up is going to be Elena. Bodied up the puck by King. Flipped up and in the netting and out of play by Mission at 12:31 here in the first. They saw it should go outside the zone as it was thrown away by Mission. Nobody touched it from the Sabres. Apparently the referees didn't see it that way. Their lineup out there now for the Sabres will be Dylan King at center, Monaco and Golden flanking King left and right, It'll be Ligda and Hall on the blue line. Dylan King, right wing hash mark, send it forward to Golden. Knocked loose at center by the Mission. Puck loose by Monaco, picked up by Golden. Giuliani going to drop it back into the hands of Hall. Hall goes far side for Elena, the one-man wrecking crew at center. Hits the brakes at center and drop it back to Ligda. Ligda's got Hall here to the near side. Hall going to slam one in deep, and it'll be Jocelyn Field on the forecheck. Picked up by Willow Sell, left to right, or right to left, towards the blue line. Picked off by Siri Bolding. Young got a step inside. Andy Hall going to take her to crossfire, and a shot saved by Q. Rebound and shot in over the net, over the shoulder of Quinn Kelly. At 11:51 here to go in period number 1. Sabres chasing once again, and they shouldn't be. Faceoff goes back out to center. Out there now will be Molnar along with Bolding and Field. Blue liners are going to be Pape and G. Holding on your draw. Faceoff won by Mission all the way back to Geberkoff. Picked up by Mission, left to right here to the near side. Bolding on the forecheck. Broken up by Molnar, out to the high slot for Field. Field left wing circle, looks to fire one line, but left behind the net of Geberkoff. Here to the near side, picked up by Mission. Off the stick of Molnar, pushing it out of the zone. Here comes Mission. One-on-one in front of Gianna. High right circle. Gianna going to put her all in the right wing corner. Knocked off the puck. Hanging on to it is going to be Carter Hare. High slot right point. Out of the zone it goes. Picked up by Field. Field going to go at center now. Across the Mission line. Chips one in deep. Flings it around left to right here to the near side. It's going to be Bolding on the forecheck. Cross-ice pass. Broken up by Emma Pape. Puck is loose at center. Back for Pape. Pape's going to send one back. Saved by the netminder. Tipped it into the left wing corner. Charlotte Lee on the forecheck. Here comes Conklin to pick the pocket of Fontana down in the right corner. Conklin going to work. Coming in is going to be Lee now. The 2-on-3-on-2 battle. Patak on the defensive side of it. She drags it out right wing half wall. Hits Pape as she walks the line like Johnny Cash. Back across the post. Patak firing a shot. Rebound in the left wing corner for Vernig, who pinches in. Vernig hits the brakes and lets her fly right by. Sends it out to the point for MC. Conklin back over to Vernig. Vernig top of the circle fires a bouncing puck in the left wing corner for Patak. Patak left to right here to the near side. Bottom right circle fires a shot. Saved by Geberkoff, picked up by Conklin. Conklin, bottom left circle, hits the point for Vernig. Vernig over to Pape. Pape fires a one-timer. Rebound in front of the blue paint. Swatted away by Mission. Chipped out of here to the near side. And it's going to slide out past Emma Pape into the zone of Sabres. And it's going to be collected by Emma at the left wing face-off dot here on the near side. Pape sends it over to Lee. Lee pulling it right back inside her own zone. Throws it into the right wing corner. Mission looking to set up the forecheck. Vernig heads it out to Monaco. Monaco sends one at center. Bouncing puck is loose for Yates. Picked up over to Warrington. Golden on the forecheck now. Thrown in by Melaniuk all the way down behind the net of Quinn Kelly. Picked up by Andy Hall. Hall, far side, sends it out past Monaco. Collected at center. Monaco on the forecheck. Thrown away by Mission all the way in the left wing corner for Pape, who goes D to D to Andy Hall. Hall swings it back over here to the near side. Going to be dug out of the boards by Pape. Pape, left wing side, up off the glass. Bouncing puck toward Golden. Kept in by Mission. Tied up a stick is going to be Monaco, bounces it loose in the left wing corner. And it's going to be Mission going to work. Picked her pocket, it's going to be Golden. Out of the zone it goes. All the way down, though, it'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 9:28 to go here in period number 1. And a face-off going to go in the left wing circle to the right of Quinn Kelly's blocker. Your lineup out there now is going to be Bolding on your draw. Hall left to right. Sends it out to the right point. Looking to fire a shot with an iron in his Bessie all the way into the glass in the left wing corner. Picked up here by Molnar. Back out towards Bolding. Thrown back behind the net for Ligda. Ligda going to catch it. Going to send one up off the glass to Field. Bouncing puck top of the right circle in front of the Sabre bench. She's thrown back in towards the net. Poke check by Field. Sudden pass by Prolo. Broken up by the Sabres out to the right point. Coming in is Bessie on the backhand, cycling it over for Rieger left point in front of Molnar. Into the slot on the backhand, face-off dot. Looks to get it to Bornhoff. Fires a shot, saved by Q at 8:53 to go here in period number 1. And a face-off going to go to the right wing circle. Headed out there now for the Sabres will be Conklin and Cinquino. In the slot with Hall. Patak going to take your draw. Ligda on the half wall. Face-off won by Patak. Coming down low is Ligda. Ligda trying to slam it over here to the near side. Gets it over to Conklin. Conklin up off the glass, out of the zone for Tommy C. In between the legs of Tommy swatted away by Mission. Back over to Ligda. Ligda chips it forward out of the zone. In neutral ice it goes. Thrown in by Mission. Going to be picked up by Ligda. Ligda going to go D to D to Hall. Hall over to MC. Conklin curls around to her forehand. Knuckles one out. Over the stick of the defender. It's going to be Patak on the forecheck. Patak going to get to it first. Tommy C in front of the net. Broken up by Mission. Picked up by Carter here on the loose change. Right to left. Hare going to work. Poke check by Patak. Kept in by Hare. Off her stick, blowing a tire is going to be the forward. Going to be picked up here by Andy Hall. Hall going to come up the ice here. Hall pushing it up the ice across the blue line. Inside the slot, right wing hash ball. Going to the net is Conklin and King. Down the net, behind the net of Gebrikoff. Picked up by Dylan King and the Sabres. King walks it over here, out to the point for Hall. Hall curls, fires a shot. Looking for the tip was Cinquino. And the save by Gebrikoff. No rebound given at 7:58 to go here in period number 1. Sabres complete the line change. Out there now is going to be, let's get that back here, going to be Monaco and Pape on D. Golden and Elena Monaco in the slot, flanking King. Monaco, Gianna, right point, going to send one behind the net into the left wing corner. Trapping left and right are King and Monaco, out to the left point for Golden. Golden over to Monaco. Elena going to chip one forward into the hands of Fontana. Out of the zone it goes here. Monaco going to come in, puts Chuck into the wall, picked up by G. G over the far side for Pape. Pape across the blue line now. Trying to hit Golden. Into the left wing corner it goes. Juliana on the forecheck now. Going against Warrington. Bouncing behind the net. Cut off by Dylan King. Trying to break it up the ice is Mission. Cut off by Sabres. Picked up here by Pape. Pape trying to hit field. Bouncing puck for King. Knocked loose in the center ice there by the Mission. Picked back up by the Sabres. Chopped loose by Reeder. Picked off by Warrington. And here comes Mission the other way. In front of Gianna. Thrown away by the Mission all the way in the right wing corner for Pape. Pape going to send it over here to the near side. Trying to dig it out of the wall is going to be G. G hanging on to it. Left wing hash marks. Gianna makes a move around. Reeder bouncing puck here to the near side. Going to work. Reeder blocked by Monaco. Coming in is going to be Golden. Into the right wing corner for Field. Field down low. Right to left now. Hits the brakes and lets her fly right by. Field on the far side now. Pushing it up. A little bit of time and space for Jocelyn. Out at center. It's Field versus 5. Coming in is going to be Bolding along with Charlotte Lee. Field going on the right wing half wall. Down low for Bolding. Couldn't get to it is going to be Siri on the far side. Mission trying to break it up. Trying to go cross ice. Into the hands of Shea Watson. Poke checked in front. Picked up here by Watson and Vernig. Vernig going to carry in the left wing corner. Gets the inside position. Drags it loose. Down comes Bolding. Hall backing up into the slot. It's going to be Bolding to Lee. Lee at center. Sends it across. Poke check loose by Mission on the far side for Hall. Going to work against Bessie. And in front of the penalty box is a bouncing puck. It's going to be a 2-on-2 battle. Pulled back by Siri Bolding. Holding in front of the Sabre benches now. Finally muscled in by Mission, but it's going to be Vernig. Goes right away up the ice to Hall. Hall sends one forward to Lee. Lee inside the corner, down behind the net. Cinquino on the forecheck with Lee trapping inside. And it's going to be Hall pinching in from the right point down to the hash mark. Sends it down low for Lee. Cinquino on the defensive side of it now. Lee dumps over Watson. Trying to drag it on is Patak now. And puck squirts out to the left wing corner. Coming down to get it is going to be the Mission winger. Cinquino takes away the breakout pass. Poke check loose by Vernig. At center, Vernig going to push it right up the ice. Top of the right circle. Hits the brakes and flies by the defender. Back in the hands of Cinquino. Cinquino fires a backhand shot. Juicy rebound out front. Picked up by Mission. Backing up is going to be Hall and Vernig. It's Cinquino on the back check. High right circle. Poke check loose by Hall. Picked up by Vernig. Vernig on the far side. Sends one out to the point. Kept in by Warrington, who fires a shot off the shin guards of one of her own players. Over here to the near side for Lily Martin of the Mission now. She's cut off by McConklin. Loose change for Hall. Back in the hands of Mission's Martin. Here to the near side. 3 Sabres all over Martin. Loose change picked up by Hall. Out of the zone, off the glass it goes. Tip, no icing. 5:03 to go here in period number 1. Down behind the goal line, right to left behind Gebrikoff is Warrington. Bakeoff pass to the far side, thrown all the way out past Gianna. Into the right wing corner, right hash marks. Gianna sends it over to Ligda here to the near side. Ligda going to pick it up, bouncing pass for G on the far side. G patiently, a little bit of time and space, trying to send one forward. Cut off by Bourne. Monaco is going to go to the box here to the near side. Picked up by Reeder, centering pass out towards Yates, firing a shot wide left of Q. Here to the near side. Coming down low is Monaco. They got a 6-on-5. It's going to be finally touched up by Dylan King. Are you going to blow the whistle anytime today or what? How many times you got to touch the puck before you blow it dead at 4:26? Holding is going to be the call on Gianna. Personally thought that was a ticky-tack call. And Shattuck going to be shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Vernig and Pape on D. Molnar and Lee. Pazin from the point fires a shot and glove save by Q at 4:13 here to go in period number 1. 1:48 to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. Right wing corner, Pape gets it down low for Molnar. Molnar sends it up here to the left point. Kept in by Mission's Bornhoff. On the far side, trying to hit Reeder now. Out towards Pape. Pape forced to go high right point. Top of the right circle. Makes a move around Pape. Fires a shot. Saved by Q. Back in the hands of Pazin. Pazin over to Bornhoff. Far side, trying to get in front. Blocked by Carter Hare. Can't get it out. Saved by Quinn Kelly once again. Picked back up by Reeder. Right point for Pazin. High point. Firing a shot. Missing on the tip in is Carter Hare. Shattuck over here to Molnar, who chips it out of the zone. And the Sabres are going to get the much-needed line change with 1:13 to go here on that Classic Packaging PK. Behind the net of Gebrikov. Pazin fumbles the puck, thrown out to the far side. Looking to get it out of the zone now. Here they're coming up the ice. Back checking is going to be Bolding. In front of Hall now. Met by Bolding. Bolding going to put Bornhoff here to the near side. Picked up here by Lily Martin. Backing down low, looking for the give and go. Play broken up by Andy Hall. Hall here to the near side. Andy Hall has got it going on. She sends one all the way down. And the Sabres have cleared with 45 seconds to go on this Classic Packaging PK. It'll be Warrington now pushing it up the ice for the Mission. Here to the near side. Across center comes Gangrene. High left circle. Head to the net will be Bessie. Poke check swatted at by Hall. Out to the point towards Warrington. Hall comes in. Going to send over to the middle of the net. Fly out of block loose by Martin. Puck is still free. Q didn't freeze it. 22 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Here to the near side, blocked by Ligda, down in the corner. Hall coming in. Puck is loose behind the net for Ligda, who's going to try to slam one out here to the near side. And it's going to be going to work against Bolding. Come over here to the near side. Ligda going to force her to go left wing corner. 5 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Sends one over to the far side. Misses Martin down behind the goal line. Hall going to put Watson in the wall, and we are even strength as Conklin makes her way out on the ice with Bolding, Ligda, along with Dylan King and Hall. It's going to be Watson and Hall along with Dylan King. Here comes Jillian Young to join the fray, the 2-on-2 battle with 2:09 to go here in the first. Behind the net of Hugh. Hall still hanging on to it at her feet there, dragging it out. Picked up by Mission. Watson gets pinned in there, picked up by Young. Knocked loose by Hall, who just decks Jillian Young into the left wing corner. It goes Ligda out to the left point for Warrington, who's going to send one back the other way into the hands of Ligda, who's going to throw one up off the dasherboards into the hands of Conklin, who chips one past Warrington. That puck's going to slide down at 1:44. It's MC on the forecheck on the far side, giving chase against Warrington. Up to the far side, towards Pape. Blocked by Emma Pape, swatted behind the net. Coming in is Vernig. Blocked by Vernig. Loose change collected by Pape. Back in the hands of Mission in front of net. Spotted away by Tommy C. Cinquino comes up the ice. Cinquino sends one into the right wing corner. Down behind the goal line. Then we're going to get a penalty on Mission. It's going to be interference with 1:18 to go here in the period. Q headed to the bench. Pape fires a shot. Swatted away loose in front. And finally touched by Mission at 1:11 to go here in the period. They're going to call hooking. And the Sabres are going to be headed to the one-man advantage. 1:11. Headed to the sin bin is going to be number 8, Willow South. This resulting in a Sabres power play. This power play brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says, eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Try the mozzarella logs, folks. They're fantastic. Your power play unit out there now for the Sabres is going to be Vernig and Hall on D. Hall fires one from the left point, picked up by Mission. Towards Vernig, it's going to be Reeder. Goes in, high slot, looking to drop it to Bornhoff. No go. Reeder going to pull it out of the zone towards Pazin. Pazin going to send one in deep. Slowed up by Q behind the net, left for Bornhoff. Coming in is going to be Hall. Hall's going to put her in the wall. Coming down is going to be Vernig. Vernig trying to get on it. Hall coming in now. And it's finally fished out by Hall. Hall over to Charlotte Lee. It's Bolding and Cinquino on the power play. Pass Reeder is going to be Charlotte Lee. It's going to be 3-on-2 entering the zone. Lee, high left circle, trying to set it up. Left to right behind Geberkoff. She's got Vernig, right point. Josie walking it in, high right side, goes to the point for Hall. Hall trying to send one towards Lee. Broken up by Mission here to the near side. Coming in is 17 seconds ago. Thrown behind the net in the left wing corner for Fontana. Bolding on the forecheck. Knocked down by Hall. Hall back to the left wing hash marks for Mission. Blotted loose by, or thrown away by Reeder out of the zone for the clear at 4 seconds to go, and that'll do it here for the end of the first period as time runs out. So at the end of one, it's going to be the Mission 1 and the Sabres 0 as we head to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by Mama Maria's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria in Bensonville, Illinois. Mama Maria is voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Bensonville by me and Rocky. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Here's starting lineup for the second period for the Sabres. On the Big Sammy's power play is going to be Hall, along with Hall going to get pinned in there behind the net. She didn't like it as Carter Hare came and hit her, and it's going to be picked up here by Charlotte Lee. Lee makes a move around the forechecker, and he's picked up Lee going in. Cinquino along with Matea Conklin. Andy Hall left point. Hall coming over, sends it to the far side for Vernig. Vernig, top wrist, fires a shot. Rebound out front. Smothered by Geberkoff before the second look can be given. Had by Shattuck. And a face-off will go to the right wing circle. Face-off in the offensive zone for the Sabres. Your lineup is going to be Hall on D along with Vernig. It's going to be Lee, Cinquino, and Conklin. 16:27 to go here in period number 2. Conklin on the half wall. Face-off one cleanly over to Hall. Hall back to Conklin. Conklin down low for Lee. Up off the glass. Coming in is going to be Cinquino. Puck heads to the net. Swatted away by Sarah Reeder. Muscled through the body check is going to be Vernig. On the half wall, trying to drag it down low is going to be Cinquino. Cinquino along with Bornhoff going to work here on the far, not Bornhoff, Reeder and Bessie rather. How to play it goes as we are even strength at 16:05. And the Sabres are going to get the line change in. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres will be Bolding along with Molnar and Field. Liga and G on D. In the right wing corner for Mission, who throws over here to the near side. Picked up by Prodel. Prodel going to get knocked up. Puck here towards Bornhoff. Bornhoff going to get it. Gianna makes move by Bornhoff. Fired a shot saved by Quinn Kelly into the rafters. It goes out of play. At 15:50 to go here in the period. Your lineup stays the same. Lig that goes to the half wall. Monaco moves to the slot. Bolding on your face-off. Out to the right point for Sell. Coming over is going to be Field. Down to the right wing corner. Lig to going to work. Chopped loose by Mission. Look to get it over to Bornhoff. No go. And in the right wing corner, coming in is going to be Bolding. Bolding going to get to it. Sends one up and out of the zone past Sell. That puck's going to go down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. lineup for the Sabres now will be the one-man wrecking crew, Elena Monaco, along with Juliana Golden in the slot. Vernig right behind Elena. Pape on the half wall, Dylan King on your face-off. Face-off tied up, coming in is going to be Martin of Mission. Pape cuts it off in the right wing corner now. King gets on the defensive side of it. Top of the right circle, coming over, blocked by Golden, over to the far side, out towards Vernig. Trying to send it down low, blocked by Vernig on the half wall. Coming in is going to be Dylan King. Vernig sends it behind the net. Left to right behind Q, here to the near side. Picked up by Monaco on the breakout. Monaco up off the glass it goes. Glove down by Kazan. Knocked down by Monaco as she sealed up the wall right in front of us. Into the zone it goes. Going D to D. Golden on the forecheck now. Into the hands of Dylan King in front of the penalty boxes. Thrown right back in the hands of Mission, who chuck it over here to the near side. Collected by Josie Vernig. Vernig sends one to Monaco. Monaco sends one in deep. It'll be Golden and King, right and left. Here to the near side, trapping. It's going to be King down low. 3 green jerseys on, trying to get that puck. Thrown over here to the near side. Watson gets checked in the back. Going to be Hall, who sends it into the right wing corner on the far side. Going to be Dylan King on the forecheck now. Out to the point. Kept in by Cinquino and Golden. Back over to King. Puck goes into the right wing corner. It'll be Tommy C on the forecheck now. Watson cut off by Tommy C, trying to pick her pocket. Coming in is Conklin. Puck is muscled out of the zone by Mission. Here they're going to center. Going to be knuckle puck. Gorbatenko flip down behind the net of Q. Q going to send one over here to the near side for Hall. Hall left wing hash where Cinquino got to come down and get it and help out. Hall comes in, sends it back down low for Ligda. Ligda goes far side for MC. MC pushes one out of the zone. It'll be Patak now moving it up the ice. Patak goes across at right wing hash marks. Comes down in behind the goal line for Cinquino. Picked up by Warrington. Pushing it over here towards Conklin. Breakout pass here to the near side. Sauced out of the zone in front of Hall and Ligda. Sent into the right wing corner. Coming is Andy Hall. Bops it loose for behind the net for Patak. Patak to Conklin on the far side. Uses the glass, sends one out of the zone, but that's going to be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 13:56 to go here in period number 2. Face-off goes in the left wing circle to the right of Kelly's blocker. Your lineup is going to be Bolding going to take your draw. Molnar in the slot with Monaco and Field. Pape on the half wall in the left wing corner. Face off, one by Molnar, or one for Molnar, one by Bolding. Bolding going to send one to the left point. Kept in by Mission. Picked back up by Pape, who sends one out of the zone. Thrown away here to the near side. And sent in deep over the stick of G behind the net of Kelly here to the right corner. Gianna sends a little D-to-D pass. Pape on the far side. Coming in is going to be Molnar. Molnar up towards Bolding. Picked off by Mission's Martin, who fires a shot. Q with the save at 13:31 to go here in the second. Face-off goes back to the left wing circle. It'll be Monaco and Golden in the slot with Andy Hall. Charlotte Lee going to take your face-off. Josie Vernig on the left wing half wall. Hall sends it over here to Monaco. Bad bounce off the boards it goes. Going to be Monaco in a foot race. Heads towards the net. There's interference. Going to the box is going to be number 87. 13:21 here in the second period. The stick around the neck. That's a penalty, folks. Lyric Bessie having words for the referee. Not sure what to possibly say. It was a penalty. You can't do that. You can't put your stick up in the air. Try to take the girl down by the neck, that's for sure. It'll be a mission. It'll be a power play here for the Sabres. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef in Harwood Heights on Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef. You've tried the rest, now try the best. Stop in and see Jay, Johnny, Frankie, the Fortuna brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there for the Sabres is going to be MC along with Charlotte Lee and Cinquino. Blue liners are going to be Hall and Vernig. 13:07 currently to go here in the period. And over to Hall for the point. Hall left side, sends over to Vernig. Vernig walking it in, right face on the first one, low tip away by Mission, picked up by Conklin on the corner. Sends it over to Hall, who calms it down. Hall sends it over to Vernig. Vernig walking it in. Down to Cinquino. Cinquino fans on it. Back over to Vernig. Vernig to Hall. Hall over to Conklin. Conklin left wing hash marks to Hall. Hall to Vernig, trying to get him shaping out of it. Picked up by Vernig, going to switch places with Hall. Back to Hall. Hall fires a one-timer. Rebound for Conklin. Conklin just fans on it. She had the wide open soccer net and couldn't convert and get it on her stick. 1:08 to go here on that Jay's Beef power play. Going to be Cinquino coming in trying to drag it out. Conklin trying to muscle one. Charlotte Lee trying to drag it forward. Cinquino kicks it to Vernig. Vernig cuts back. Goes cross ice for Hall. Hall sends one to the net looking for Conklin. Conklin left wing side hits Vernig. 50 seconds to go. Hall over to the far side for Hall. Right side. Vernig high point. Vernig fires one low. Rebound out front. Picked up by Mission. Here they're coming across. Going to send one. Try to bob it past Vernig. There's a check in the back. No call on that one. And it's picked up here by Hall. Hall over to Vernig. Vernig making a move around Bornhoff. Into the hands of Conklin. Both Juliana Golden out there with attack now. 27 seconds to go. Conklin over to Golden, over her stick, and it's going to slide out of the zone. Sabres going to have to regroup. Hall pulling it back, goes cross ice, and hits Field. Field walking in it against Fontana, right wing corner. Comes down low in front of Gavrikov. Rebound out front, slammed in by Juliana Golden, and that's going to be a Sabres power play goal! At 11:34 to go here in period number 1. Period number 2. Juliana Golden from Jocelyn Field at 11:34 here in the second. And we've got ourselves a tie game, folks, as we make our way back out to center ice. Your lineup for the Sabres now is going to be Field and Golden flanking Patak. Blue liners are going to be Monaco and Pape. Coming in is going to be Field, bodied off the puck, picked up here by Pape. Thrown into the hands of Emma here. Emma now, left wing corner, going to send it behind the net for G. G slams one forward, up to the right wing hash marks, picked up by Field. Field goes cross ice, trying to get it to Pape out of the zone. Pape now on the forecheck. Golden covering D. Patak picks it off. Patak right wing hash marks down in the corner into the hands of Emma. Pape now right hash marks coming up. It's going to be picked up. It's going to be Juliana Golden covering D. Jocelyn Field on the back check now and thrown away by Mission. They had the opportunity there and didn't take it. It's going to be Gianna Monaco. A little bit of time and space. Hits it up to Patak. Patak at center. Over here at center ice, picked up by Field. Puck is loose at center for Martin. Martin over to the far side for Mission. Coming over towards Pape. Coming in is Gianna. Behind the net, Gianna going to take it and run her off into the wall. Coming down low is going to be Patak. Backing up is going to be Field. 2-on-2 battle. Monaco's got the girl pinned in on one side. Sliding it out behind the net is going to be picked up here on the far side by Pape. Pape, knuckle one out to the left point. Kept in by Mission. Into the right wing corner for G at 10:25. Gianna cuts back behind the net. Sends it over to Pape on the far side. Pape, left wing corner, out to the point. Kept in by Mission once again. Blocked by Patek. Picked up in front of G. Fires a shot. Blocked by Gianna. Into the left wing corner. Centering pass behind the net here to the near side. Field going to send one down low. Sabres need a line change. Picked up here by Jocelyn Field. Field, right wing hash. We're going to send one out into the hands of Golden. Golden goes cross ice, but Sabres did not get the line change in. At the half wall. Cut off by Golden at center. Picked up here by the Mission. Out towards Molnar. Pape and Monaco need to get out. Picked back up at Bornhoff. Bornhoff going to fire one over the crossbar. 9-iron is good. Out to the right point. Off the stick of Warrington. Picked back up by Warrington. Going cross ice inside towards Monaco. Monaco poke check Reader. Picked up in the blue line. Sends over the far side. Play broken up by Pape. Pape going to get to it. Sends one down. That'll be an icing if it gets there. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 9:48 to go here in the second period.
You know how you get.
Sabres get the much needed line change. Their lineup is going to be Bolding taking the face-off. Molnar and King in the slot. Blue liners are going to be Ligda and Hall. Bolding doing a nice job tying that one up over to Ligda. Ligda sends it on the far side for King. King gets to it. Sends one back down low for Hall. Hall over here to the near side for Ligda. Ligda up to Molnar. Out of the zone it goes. Mission's Bessie collecting. Then they go the other way towards Bornhoff. Trying to get it to Prodel. No go. Picked up by King, who's going to send one out of the zone. And it's going to be Willow Sell picking it up behind the net of Gavrikov. Right to left. She hits the brakes. It's going to be Dylan King in reversing the ice. Here comes Cinquino. Behind the net of Gavrikov. Mission Sell up here to Bornhoff. Touching it forward. Going to be broken up here by Cinquino. A cross ice pass. No go. Knocked loose by Hall. Coming down low. Hall's going to put her in the wall. Puck is free on the far side. Matea Compa stands it up and sends it out of the zone. It's going to be Tommy C on the forecheck. Cinquino got a puck. Got a piece of that puck and it went out of play into the Sabre benches. And a face-off going to be just outside the zone, right in front of the Sabre benches. It'll be Charlotte Lee on your face-off, along with Cinquino and Conklin. Blue liners are going to be Hall and Ligda. Down behind the net, it's going to be Charlotte Lee going to work. Mission breaking it out quick to the far side, picked off by Conklin. Conklin sends it in the right corner for Lee. Lee, bottom right circle, trying to get it to Cinquino. Cinquino collects it, sends it over to the point for Ligda. Ligda patiently waiting, sends it in the corner for Cinquino. Cinquino over to Hall. Hall, left point, fires one low. Rebound out front. Poke check forward, falling on top of by Lee, smothered by the goaltender Geberkoff at 8:25 to go here in period number 2. Sabres go for the line change. It's going to be Golden, Molnar, and Field up front. Blue liners are going to be Pape and Vernig. Golden on the half wall, Field in the slot. Molnar going to take your draw. Into the left wing corner, coming down is Juliana, thrown off to the far side by Mission, trying to break it out. Thrown past Vernig all the way down. That's going to be an icing. No icing, it's waved off. In the left corner, out to the left point, coming in to fire a shot. Shot blocked by Molnar into the hands of Yates. Kicked loose into the right wing corner for Vernig, out to Golden. Golden going to collect it. Here comes Juliana over to Field. Field on the far side's got a step on the defender. Field comes in, fires one just over the crossbar. She looked for a little chip shot over Geberkoff's shoulder. She had her beat. Vernig, left point, patiently waits, looking for traffic, sends one wide right. She had Geberkoff committed. 9-iron, out of the zone it goes, going to get an icing, and we're going to bring that one all the way back at 7:45 to go here in the second. Out there now is going to be Bolding, along with King and Elena Monaco. And Coach Ellie, she's having a question for the referee. I'm not sure what she could be saying, but she's pretty animated, folks. They're having a little conversation. 7:45, I think she wants to know why the other one wasn't icing. I think that's my guess as to what she's asking about. Let's see what happens here. And now Bornhoff wants her to go talk to the referee over there so she can have her say. Coach Courtney from the Mission. So we're going to take a brief break on the mic. And we're back, folks. It's going to be Pape sending one forward to the slot, picked up by Mission, headed over to left post, over to Phil Molnar. Picking her pocket is going to be Monaco. Monaco tied up with Bornhoff into the hands of Bolding right in front of us. Monaco got a stick up in the air of Bornhoff, picked up by Vernig, who's going to chip one into the left wing corner. Here comes Elena Monaco on a forecheck. She looks like she's on a mission. In the right wing corner, Elena tying it up. Bolding is going to be battling out, picked up here by King now. King and Monaco behind that. Here comes Bolding at 7:14. 2-on-2 battle, drug out of there by Bolding. Bolding fires a shot off the goaltender's face mask. Right in the right wing corner. Picked up by Mission, thrown forward, kept in by Bolding. Bolding throws one back the other way, and the Sabres go for the line change. Vernig on the forecheck now. Sent over here to the near side. Vernig looking to line up Elise Fontana, and Fontana avoids the hit. Pape into the corner for Conklin. Puck is loose down low for Mission. Mission going to sell up the strong side. Knocked down by MC. Coming in is Cinquino. Backing up is Patak. It's going to be Cinquino battling it out along with Conklin. Coming in now is going to be Patak. The three Sabres down below the goal line. Monaco and Ligda are your blue liners from left to right. And here comes Mission looking for the cross-ice pass. Kept in by Ligda. And we're going to get offsides as the referee says that one slid over the blue line where Ligda was. Coach Ellie looks a little confused because I'm not sure that one was offsides. But the call stands, and it'll be Cinquino and Conklin flanking Patak. Blue liners will be Monaco and Ligda. Patak on your face-off right in front of the Sabres benches. Face off one to Ligda to G. G going to send one into the left wing corner. Cinquino on the forecheck. Patak trapping left and right. Up here towards G. G going to keep it in left point. Fakes the shot back over to Cinquino. Cinquino, left wing hash marks, hangs on it, sends one back into the corner for Conklin. Conklin going to work. In the left column, come down low for Patak. Sent over to the far side, picked off by Nora. Coming in is going to be Tommy C. Tommy back to Patak. Conklin coming in behind the net now. Conklin runs through the body check of Sell here to the near side. MC is strong, that's for sure. She runs through quite a bit. Pinned in by Hare and Sell, and Matea still going to work now. Takes Sell down with her. Conklin gets up. Patak going to pick up the loose change and going to chip one back down low for MC. Coming in is going to be Bessie. Can't get it out past Conklin. Conklin falls on top of Bessie. Carter Hare picks up the loose change. Try to throw one out of the zone. It's going to be collected by Gianna, who goes over to Ligda real quick. Ligda backhands it into the air. Sent into the zone by Hope Molnar. Back out of the zone for Ligda. Ligda at center to G. G going to send one into the corner. Got Mission pinned in. Mission looking for a line change for sure. Centering pass up front. And he picked up by Hall, right point, walking over far side. Sends it in the corner for Lee. Lee down low for Molnar. Molnar going to work. She's got Field on her right. Coming in as Lee. Puck is sent over here to the near side, trying to get it out of the zone. Is going to be Mission. Kept in by Vernig. Offside's going to be the call. Sauced out of the zone between the legs of Hall. At 4:58 to go here in the second. Hall going to swing it over here fast to Molnar. Molnar right hash marks up to Lee. Lee sends one forward. Blocked by Field, or blocked by Mission out of the zone. Field got a piece of it before they could get it in deep. And it's picked up by Mission here to the near side. Forward having trouble with it. Picked up here by Lee. Curling back around now. Lee on the forecheck, cutting back. Trapped by Lee. Coming in is going to be Molnar. Molnar tries to pick the pocket. Knocked loose and sauced out. A glove down by Martin back inside the zone. Lee knocks it free. Picked up by Vernig. Vernig going in. Monaco on the ice. It can be Vernig. Bottom right face off the fires one low. Save into the netting. Out of play it goes. Elena Monaco is right around the blue paint. They're looking for the tap-in rebound, but it was directed out of play by Geberkoff. And at 4:20 to go here in the second, an offensive zone face-off for the Sabres. Your lineup is going to be Elena Monaco, the one-man wrecking crew in the slot. King along with Golden on right wing. Hall and Vernig on D. Vernig wins the top. One for Vernig to Golden. Golden to Hall. Hall coming in left side over to Golden. Golden curls. Sends one over to Vernig. Vernig fires one wide left here to the near side. Juliana Golden going to track it down. Golden to Hall. Hall to Vernig right point. In the middle looking for Elena Monaco. Picked off by the Sabres, but knocked down. Picked off by Monaco, who ties it up. Sends it into the right wing corner. It's going to be Golden coming in along the forecheck against Fontana. Over here to the near side. Poke check by Hall. Backing up is Elena Monaco covering D. Golden going to work. Mission need another line change. Golden down low. Takes down Fontana. Picked up by Golden. Golden down in the right wing corner along with Dylan King. Here to the near side. Going to be Tommy C on the back check now. Up out of the zone it goes. Into between the legs of Vernig. She's going to have one on her and Proto. Right to left. Vernig's going to go around Proto. Makes a move here. Drops it for King. King forward to Cinquino. Cinquino up in the air towards the Mission, or towards the Sabre benches for Golden. Golden fires one behind the net. And it's picked up by Tommy C. Tommy all by her lonesome behind the net. Mission breaking it out here to the near side. Hit and Reeder going to be one-on-one in front of Pape with Patak and Conklin back checking. They knock it loose off of Reeder's stick. Patak coming in on the half wall. Picked up here by Laniak of Mission. Down low is going to be Borhoff tied up with Hall. Puck squirts out here to the near side for Tommy C. Tommy C hits one out of the zone to the far side. Coming over is going to be Pape. She knocks it right back in the zone. And the Sabres are on the forecheck. Compton going to take Bessie behind the net. Cycling it thrown away by Bessie in the right corner for Patak. Patak back behind the net. Tied up. Conklin with the good stick check. Chip. Going to be Cinquino along with Patak. Try to go a little chip pass over. Snuffed out by Mission. Pinching in is going to be Pape along the right half wall. Cinquino popped it loose. It's going to be 2-on-2 the other way, but thrown into the hands of Hall. Hall over here to Conklin. At 2:28, Conklin hits up the ice, trying to get it to Pape. Play behind it. Picked up here by Mission. 3-on-1 in front of Hall. Try to sauce it across, back in the back door. And at 2:18 to go here in the second period. Mission score number 23 on the back door. At 2:18. And it's 2-1, folks. make our way back out to center ice. It's going to be Molnar, Bolding, and Field up front. Blue liners are going to be Monaco and Ligda. Down behind the net of Q. Q over to Ligda. Ligda on the far side, off the stick of Field, kept in by Mission. Behind the net of Kelly, picked up by Ligda. Ligda going to slam it over here to Molnar. Molnar pushing it up the boards towards Bolding. Bolding gets on the defensive side of it with just under 2 minutes to go. Back to G, or Ligda rather. Ligda behind the net, sends over to Field. Kept in by Mission. Ligda's going to body it in the boards. Field on the offensive side of it. Bolding on the defensive side, trying to drag it back behind the net. She does. Out here to the near side. Up to the right point. Coming out, it's going to be Molnar. Shot blocked by Molnar. It's going to be Molnar on a shin guard break. Here to the near side. Molnar with the inside position. Picked back up by Molnar. Molnar pulls back, hangs on it into the middle of the slot for Bolding. Bolding fires a backhand shot. Saved by Geberkoff. Picked back up by Siri with 1:24 to go. Bolding back down low for Golden, who sends one to the middle into the hands of Elena Monaco. Drops it for Big Sister G, who sends one behind the net for Golden. Bad bounce up off the boards. Chipped loose by Warrington. Monaco comes in to get it. Elena sends it back over to the corner for Charlotte Lee. Lee with 1:08. Lee right face on the fires a shot blocker. Saved down low for Golden. Golden behind the net. Coming in is Elena Monaco. She sends it back over to Lee. Lee right corner out to the point for Ligda. Ligda fires one low. Tipped away by Mission in the right wing corner for Golden. Golden back over to Lee. Lee at the point for Ligda. Ligda going to send one down low for Golden. Golden makes a move around the defenseman. Right shot, fires a shot into the netting and out of play at 44.5 seconds to go here in the period. And the ice tilted back in the favor of the Sabres here. Unable to find the back of the net. A shout out to Coach Katie Granado, who was watching in the first game. I note that she put a comment up regarding Tomato's Bakery. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast, Coach Katie. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres will be Cinquino, Patak, and Conklin. Vernig and Hall on D. On the far side, collected by Hall, is going to chip one over to MC. MC at center, off the stick of Sell. Down in the right wing corner goes Tommy C and Patak on the forecheck. Patak over to Cinquino. 28 seconds to go. Cinquino over here to the near side. Left wing hash marks. Sends one back down low for Patak. Into the right wing corner. MC going to get it. Breaking it up out of the ice in the hands of Hall. Hall sends one off the stick into the left wing corner of the Mission forward. And it's going to be collected by Willow Sell with 13 seconds to go. Here to the near side. Backing up is Vernig. Cut off by Bornhoff as Bessie threw it right into the jersey of Alexis. And Reeder picks up the loose change behind the net. Met by Cinquino into the right wing corner. And going to put her all the way down. The puck is going to be done. And that'll be it for the end of the second period. So at the end of 2, it's the Chicago Mission 2 and the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 1 as we head to the second intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it ain't worth drinking. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here at Sumner Arena in beautiful Faribault, Minnesota. Your starting lineup for the third: Conklin, Patak, and Cinquino. Hall and Vernig on D. Q has the net. 17 minutes on the clock to get this third period underway. And the Sabres are working from left to right. Top of the right circle, going to the right wing corner, swatted away by Hall. Excuse me, Hall going to send over here to the near side for Conklin, up to the left point for Fontana. Fires one shot blocked by Vernig, all the way in the right corner for Hall. Hall chips one over to Patak. Sent back in by Missions Pazin, picked up here by Bornhoff, knocked off her by Hall. Hall here to left corner, tripped up, picked up here by Vernig. Vernig on the near side. Reeder going to cut it now. Send it to the corner towards Bornhoff. Sauced out, tied up by Patak. Makes the move around, let the fire one on the back door. As we picked up here by Cinquino. Cinquino going to work. Tied up by Proto, picked up by Vernig. Vernig to Hall. Hall over to MC. And going to be Conklin up the ice. Conklin all by her lonesome. Right wing circle, comes down, fires one low. Blocked by Pazin. Pazin's stick slid in front of Geberkoff. And it's going to be Carter Hare coming back the other way, going against Johnson Field. Puck is sluiced there, a little bit of water out there, slowing things up, thrown away by a Mission. That'll be an icing. Waved off for some reason, not sure why. Into the right wing corner, hitting the brakes is going to be G and lets him fly right by. Gianna reversing the ice here to the near side, breaking it out to Molnar. Molnar, left wing hash marks now, going to work on a half wall, coming down low towards Martin. Monaco going to body her off it, picked up here by Bolding. Bolding up to Molnar. Left wing circle, sent back behind the net, can be collected by G on the far side. G sends one to Field. Field right hash marks, trying to break it out towards Bolding. Out to the left point, coming over, shot blocked by Ligda. Fired a shot, another block by Monaco. Into the slot, goes over to the far side. Picked up for Bessie. Bessie going to fire one wide right of Q. Here to the near side for Molnar. Molnar going to send one forward. Kept in by Sell of Mission. Thrown back behind the net for G. Ice still hasn't really set up as Monaco sends one over to Molnar. Molnar out of the zone it goes. Going to slide all the way towards Geberkoff. Icing gets waved off and the Sabres get the line changed in. Here comes Elena Monaco on the forecheck. Bouncing puck here to the near side. Monaco going to block it loose. Hit for to Charlotte Lee. Out here to the near side. Backhanded in front. Young's got to step on Pape. Fires a shot over the crossbar. Dad bounce off the glass, right wing corner. Monaco comes in. Chips one forward to Lee. It's Lee and Golden in a 2-on-2. Lee comes over high slot. Golden left. Lee goes left now. Golden has the net now as F2. Now F3. Monaco sets up shot in front of the blue paint. Walking in is Vernig. Vernig over to Golden. Lee heads to the corner. Back to Vernig, who walks the line like Johnny Cash. Shot blocked by Mission. And here comes Jillian Young up the ice at 14-17. Going to get one and throws it away down behind the net of Kelly, who's going to slow it up. Hugh going to send it over to Vernig. Vernig back over to the far side or near side for Pape. Pape up to Lee. Out to Golden. Thrown away by Mission to the far side for Cinquino. Is going to send one back to Fontana. Thrown away. And off of Fontana's stick it goes in the left wing corner. Tommy C going to work as Mission breaks over here to the near side towards Patak. Off the stick of Chuck. Picked her pocket is going to be Patak, making a move to the far side. Sends it over to Pape. Pape at the blue line. Back to Patak. Patak kicks it forward inside the zone. Blocked by Fontana. Off the skates of the referee. Get out of the way. Stripes. Here comes Chuck. High slot. Left wing circle. Comes down. Poke check by Hall. Into the left wing corner it goes. Hall going to force it out. Thrown away by Ligda in the left corner. Picked up here by Ligda. Now she's going to push it up the ice. Out of the zone. Collected by Mission's Yates. And here comes the Mission regrouping on the far side. Going to cross ice. Pass Brodel. Picked up by Ligda. Ligda sauces it over to Hall. Hall going to get to it. Picked up here by Bornhoff. Play broken up and intercepted by Patak. Patak out to Conklin. Conklin out of the zone. And it's going to be MC in a foot race here in front of Geberkoff. Geberkoff going to play it to the far side. MC in the back check now. Picked her pocket. MC going to take her down, but it's picked up here by Reeder on a loose change. Reeder goes up. Intercepted by King. Stepping in front of Bornhoff. King going to send one in the left wing corner. 12:59 to go. King on the forecheck, or Field on the forecheck now. Over to Bolding. Bolding, right wing hash marks, going to send it back to the right corner. Bolding still going to work. Picked up here by Reeder. Coming out towards King, breaking it out. Blocked by Hall. Hall to Ligda. Ligda back over to Bolding. Bolding going to backhand one into the right wing corner at 12:41 down low. It's Warrington coming in, trapping his Field on the left. King on the right. Pinching in is going to be Hall at the right half wall, or left half wall. Hall takes down Bornhoff. Bornhoff's stick and Hall's stick is stuck inside of Bornhoff's skate. Bornhoff can't really do nothing with it. She's got to hop one-footed as the stick is stuck in there. Out here to the right point for Ligda. Coming across, going to be Ligda. She's going to have to send one back in. Ligda gets back on it, throws up the boards. Down by a Mission. Into the right corner it goes for Bolding on the forecheck now. Yates going to throw it into the left corner. All the way to the far side. Coming over is going to be Golden. Golden with the interception. Golden in the high slot fires a bouncing puck left. Picked up by Golden. Golden fires another. Elena Monaco fired that shot. Just missing Gianna. Sends it over to Golden. Monaco, Elena on the one-man quick with knocks loose for G. G fires a shot. Blocked by Warrington. Back over here for Golden. Picked up by the one-man wrecking crew. Is going to send one down low for Lee. Coming in is going to be Golden. Lee going to work now here on the near side. Monaco and Golden battling up. Monaco just hacking on it. Punching and pushing. Reeder coming in. Monaco knocks it free. She gets cross-checked on the back by Reeder. Monaco battling it out. Picked up by Lee. Monaco still hanging on to it here to the near side. Coming on the back check is going to be Charlotte Lee. Puck for Texans now going to take it down. Poke checked in front. Finally going to be covered by Lee. And we're going to get a penalty here on Charlotte Lee for hooking. Will be the call at 11:25. And the Sabres will be shorthanded at 11:25. Bringing up a penalty kill for the Sabres. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents, your penalty killers out there now are going to be Conklin and Molnar along with Vernig and Hall. Hall going to send one down, knocked down by Young, and out of play it goes. The face-off goes into the right wing circle. Face-off to the left of Kelly. 1:55 to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Face-off won by Mission. Over to the point towards Conklin. Left point fires a shot. Saved by Q. Q going to smother it. We're going to get a whistle at 11:11. Make a wish here in the third period. 1:47 to go on Charlotte Lee's penalty. Molnar heads to the bench. Bolding along with Conklin out there now. Hall and Vernig on D. Vernig trying to pick a pocket. Here comes Conklin. Conklin, they got a piece of it slowed up for Vernig. Vernig over to Conklin. Conklin out of the zone it goes. All the way to Geberkoff. Geberkoff with the stick save. Sell behind the net of Geberkoff. Waiting patiently. Bolding in front of the blue paint. Now backing up. Here comes Lily Martin of Mission. In front of Conklin and Bolding. At the blue line. Walking is Martin. Top of the right circle. Going down to the right wing corner. Looking to set it up. Poke check by Hall. Hall over to Bolding. Bolding out of the zone, and Mission going to have to regroup. Sell sends it right over here. Offside should be the call, and it will be at 10:33 to go here in the period. 1:09 remaining on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Your lineup headed out there now for the Sabres will be Dylan King and Field along with Ligda and G on D. King on your draw. Face-off won by Mission. Right point going to hit it. They don't like the zone entry. They're going to drop it back. Goes cross ice here for Carter Hare. Walking it in front of Ligda. Into the left wing corner. Giving it over to Bordhoff. Blocked by Dylan King. She picks her pocket. It's a 2-on-1. It's going to be King and Field. King walks in right face-off dot. Fires one across looking for Field. Field in front of the blue paint. Picked up by Mission. Here they're coming in a 3-on-2 the other way. In front of G. Going to right wing circle. Look to go. Cut off by Monaco. Put a body on her. Back over to Reeder. Out to the point. Coming over for King. Fires a shot. Tipped by Proto into the left wing corner. Coming down low is going to be Ligda. Body loose by Ligda. Back in the hands of Carter Hare. Ligda picking it up here on the left wing half wall. Carter going to work. Sauced out to the point for Pazin, who fires a shot. Blocked by Bornhoff for Ligda. Ligda going to chop at it. And out to the point for Hare. Picking the hands of King. King going to send one out of the zone. 19 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. And the Sabres get the line change. It'll be Tommy C along with Patak up front. Monaco and Ligda are your defenders. Left point, Monaco ties up here. Puck goes to the far side for Cinquino, who fires one out. And that's going to be all the way down. We are even strength, no icing. It'll be Patak on the forecheck. Patak forced to go down. Blowing a tire is going to be passing behind the net of Geberkoff. Conklin knocked it free for Tommy C. Cinquino over to Hall, right point. Hall walking it in over to Cinquino. Cinquino sends one across, trying to get it to Patak in front of that. Conklin's got to come and get it. Down low for Cinquino. Over to Conklin. Conklin back to Patak. Patak to MC. Across the blue paint, sliding over to Vernig. Left wing corner. Vernig down low for Patak in front of the referee. Get out of the way. Stripes. Down in the corner is going to be a 2-on-2. Cinquino on the offensive side. It puck slides over to Patak. Patak to Vernig. Vernig hits the brakes and sauces one into the corner for Conklin, but it's picked up by Watson of Mission. And it's Cinquino behind the net. Now Cinquino back in front from Mateo Conklin, and that's going to be a Sabres goal! Buried it in right in front of the net of Geberkoff at 8:39. MC on the scoreboard ties this thing up at 8:39. As we make our way back out to center ice. That was Conklin assisted by Patek and Cinquino as they make their way back over to center ice. It'll be Bolding going to take your face-off. Golden and Lee up front. Your blue liners are going to be Hall and Vernig into the hands of Hall. Hall over to Lee, trying to muscle one out of the zone. Finally, Lee does. And it'll be picked up by Reese Warrington, the 65-pound ninja assassin from Mission, against Siri Bolding on the far side. Warrington going to pick it up behind the net, back behind Geberkoff. Looks to slam one over here to the near side, backing up his Hall. Puck is loose for Lee. Out of the zone it's going to go. Swatted at by Mission's Malaniuk, all the way behind the net of Q for Vernig, who's going to come over here to the near side, hit the brakes, dumps over the forward checker from Mission. Lee going to try to send one to the point. Finally muscle out of the zone by Bolding. Going to be collected by Golden. Golden with Lee until Golden rips his shot, but a glove saved by Geberkoff as she flashes the leather at 7:56 to go here in the period. And an offensive zone face-off for the Sabres. Out there now. Field. Molnar and the one-man wrecking crew on left wing. Pape and Monaco on D. The Monaco girls making up 40% of the lineup. Olena drops it back to Pape. Pape over to G. G sends one in the right wing corner. They were playing tight point on her. Coming down lowest field. Cut off by Molnar. Molnar to Monaco. Back behind the net of Geberkoff. He picked up by Fontana. Here comes Elena Monaco on the forecheck. Knocked down by Molnar. Out of the zone it goes. Icing will be the call. I actually thought the Sabres got a piece of it, but I guess not. So at 7:38 here in the third period, we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face off in the left wing circle to the right of Geberkoff's blocker. It'll be Cinquino and Conklin flanking Patak left and right. Pape and G on D. Cinquino over to Pape. Pape curls, sends one back into the corner for Conklin. Conklin working from the corner. Conklin fires a pad save by Geberkoff. Picked back up by MC. MC back to Pape. Pape walks and fires. Tipped in front by Cinquino. Puck is loose behind the net. Coming in is Tommy C. Back behind the net for Patak. Conklin in front of the blue paint. Patak behind the net, playing catch with Cinquino, drops it for MC, puck slides out to the far side. Sabres gonna have to regroup on the forecheck, trying to push out of zone. Collected here by Pape, thrown into the hands of Gianna. Gianna, a little saucer pass right in front of us to Tommy C. Little 5 throws it in, into the right wing corner. Geberkoff gonna touch it. Coming in is gonna be Patak. She puts a body on it, goes down to one tire. Coming in is gonna be Cinquino. Cinquino harassing Reeder. Thrown over here to the near side. Reeder unable to shake it. Cinquino going to the bench. Dylan King out there, thrown into the hands of Ligda. Ligda at center, going to push it in. Thrown off the stick of Reeder, picked up by Fontana. Coming over here towards Golden. Knuckle puck out of the zone. And it's going to be Charlotte Lee on the forecheck. That'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 6:37 to go here in the period. And a face-off back into the left wing circle to the right of Geberkoff. It'll be Charlotte Lee along with Dylan King and Juliana Golden up front. Ligda and Hall on D from left to right. Face-off won by Mission. Going to throw one out of the zone over the stick of Ligda, but it's going to be picked up by Hall, who throws it right back here the other way for Dylan King. King set offside. It's good, he said. I thought Lee was offside. Down low, thrown behind Golden, far side, coming in. Pesci gets slammed in the wall by Golden. Coming in is going to be Hall. Knocked loose by Golden once again. Puck is picked up by Mission. Here they're going in front, trying to get it past Hall. Is going to be Carter here, no go. Going to have to regroup. Picked up by Charlotte Lee. She makes the move around Martin. Left wing face-off dot. Gets in the backhand. Curls around a little escape, Dennis Michalak style. Trying to get it over to Ligda. Back over to Lee. Lee down low for Golden. Golden in the left wing corner. Hanging on to it. Over to Lee. Lee sends it over to the point for Hall. Hall over to Ligda. Ligda right point. Fires one forward. Tipped in front from McCausland. Rebound swatted away by Mission here to the near side. Carter here coming back. Cuts around Lee. Thrown away to the far side. That puck's going to go all the way out. No icing. Gets waved off at 5:42 to go here. This guy on the near side referee, he don't like calling icings. He must have a hot date or something. Tipped in by MC. Now we're going to get an icing. at 5:33 to go here in the period. Or indeed that, or he doesn't like something Shattuck's doing on the icings, because he's given Mission a break more than once. The Sabres go for the line change. It'll be Bolding on your faceoff. In the slot goes Field, Pape, and Monaco. Faceoff to the outside. Here comes Elena Monaco. Dipped it out of the board. And it's going to be picked up by Field in a one-on-one. Field cuts back. She's got to step to the inside. Field fires a shot. No rebound given by Geberkoff at 5:19 to go here in the period. And we'll get an offensive zone faceoff for the Sabres. And the Sabres are going for the line change. 5:19 to go here in the period. It'll be Patak, Conklin, and Cinquino up front. Hall and Vernig on D. Patak on your faceoff into the left wing corner for Mission. Try to send one out of the zone. Glove down by Mission right there at the blue line. Tommy C looking to pack check. It's going to be Cinquino. Blows a tire in front of Chuck. On the back check is Patak. Good job by Nora Patak. Picked up by MC. MC hemmed in by Proto. Out towards Hall. Poke check forward by Patak, and he picked up by Sarah Reeder of Mission. Taking away the D-to-D pass is going to be Cinquino. Reeder curling around here to the near side, cut off by Conklin. Conklin picks her pocket. MC goes to the slot. Fires one across for Cinquino. Tommy Cinquino! There's one at 4:45 from MC, and it's going to be a Sabres lead here, 3-2. Tommy Cinquino. Tommy Little 5 from MC. And the Sabres have the lead. They head back out to center ice. Your lineup now is going to be Field along with Lee and Bolding. Blue liners are going to be Ligda and G. Face off one to Ligda. Ligda right up to the field. Field sends one in deep. 4:42 to go behind the net of Geberkoff, to be picked up by Fontana, cut off by Bolding. Bouncing puck stepping in is going to be Field. Puck is loose in the blue line. Ligda going to get to it though. Picked her pocket is going to be Young. Lee going to send it in the left wing corner for G. G behind the net of Q, left to right on the far side. G over to Ligda. Ligda here to Lee. Lee drops it, trying to get it picked up by Shea Watson. Right side, coming over high point for Paz, and coming over firing a shot blocked by Bolding. Back in front, swatted away by Sabres. Out to the right point, going to be Field coming, trucking in, and knocks it down right in front of the Sabre benches. Back in the hands of Mission, down behind the net. Watson threw it away. Picked up by Ligda here to the near side. Ligda sends one forward to Bolding. It's Bolding versus 3. Bolding goes in the right corner. Hanging on to it is going to be Siri. Picking off right to left, waiting for support. Here comes Juliana going along with Dylan King. Bolding hangs on to it. Bolding over to King, bottom of the right circle. Sends one in front. Saved by the goaltender. Picked up by Vernig. Vernig fires one wide left. It's Dylan King behind that. Muscled through it by Juliana Golden. Picked up here by King. King bounces one to Hall. Hall throws one back down low. And it's going to be Eva Molnar on the forecheck down, left wing hash mark. Molnar poked loose by Mission. Molnar gets back on it. Poked forward by Vernig. Picked up by Mission, trying to throw one away. Glove down by Golden. Back in the hands of King, who sends one into the left wing corner at 3:22 to go here in period number 3. Molnar on the forecheck, golfed forward by Mission. Kept in by Hall. Bad bounce off the Zamdorf, off the doors, and it's going to be collected by Carter Hare in a 3-on-3 the other way. Picked up by Dylan King, top of the right circle towards Vernig. Try to fire a wide angle shot directed away by Q, down behind the net for Hall. Picked up by King. King forward to Golden. Golden going to slam one off the glass. Bouncing puck's going to slide all the way down. That'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Funny how earlier in the game, the slow up there would have probably negated the icing, but it did not. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres. Going to be timeout called by Mission. So at 2:50 to go here in the period, we are headed for a timeout, folks. This timeout brought to you by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball, ignite the night. That's what it says on the bottle anyway. Enjoy the timeout. Welcome back, folks. Your lineup out there for the Sabres out of this timeout is going to be Ligda and Hall on D. Mattea Conklin here to the near side, shoved it out of the zone, right back in by Bessie, into the hands of Conklin, who's going to chip one in the air. That's going to be an icing, though. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. It's going to be Tommy Little 5 along with Patak and MC up front. And it'll be Hall and Vernig on D with 2:37 to go here in the period. Geberkoff high at the hash marks, and it looks like they might be pulling her. Not yet. Cinquino goes to the bench in favor of Charlotte Lee. Patak backing up. Conklin in the slot along with Hall. Vernig going to slam one over to the far side, cut off by Pazin. Thrown back behind the net for Bornhoff. Pinned in. Hall's going to hit pin in Bornhoff. Knuckling forward towards Patak. Out to the right point, kept in by Bessie. It's 6-on-5. Blocked by Patak on the half wall. At the left point, coming over. Picked up by Conklin. Conklin couldn't get it out. Into the hands of Charlie Prodell. Left wing side, fires one low. Save by Q. Picked up here in front. Another save by Q. Another save by Q. Another save by Q. Back behind the net for Lee. Lee gets pinned in for Hall. Hall sends him into the right wing corner. Hall going to send one out of the zone. We're going to get an icing. And with 2-minute warning, or make it a $1.59, we're going to bring that one all the way back. 1:57 now. They let a couple extra ticks go off the clock. And the Sabres go for the line change. It's going to be G in the slot along with Cinquino and Field. Bolding on your draw, Ligda on the half wall. It is 5-on-5. Geberkoff gets her way back into the net. Face-off won by Bowling, but out to the right point, controlled by Mission. Coming over is Cinquino. Out here to the near side, fanning on it is going to be Fontana. Broken up by Field. Picked back up by Mission. Geberkoff still in. Trying to make a move, broken up by Reeder. Reeder out to the point, between the legs of Fontana. And the goaltender makes her way to the bench. It's going to be Warrington going to pick it up. Met by Field, left or right to left on the far side to Bornhoff. Out here to the near side, broken up by Cinquino off a Reeder stick, with loose change back to Bornhoff. In front, Watson going to pick it up towards Ligda. Going to carry it in the left wing corner. 1:26 to go here to the near side. Ligda going to pick it up in the corner for Field. Back in the hands of Mission's Reeder. Out to the right point for Warrington. Fires one over. Glove saved by. Picked up here, loose change. Knocked loose. Out here to the point. Shot blocked. Saved by Kelly. Should have fallen on top. Puck is still loose in the corner. Fire a shot. Another save by Q. Puck is still loose here to the near side. Prodell going out. Out of the zone it goes with just under 1 minute to go here in the period. Sabres going to get the line change in. Fontana going to pick it up. And here comes Fontana up the ice. Elena Monaco out there on the forecheck. Here comes MC. Fontana going to get body check loose by MC. Picked up here left point. Muscled out of the zone by Mike. Picked back up by Pazin. Walking it in into the left wing corner. 38 seconds to go. Out to the right side. It's going to be Pazin going in. Here comes Hall. Hall checked out of the zone by Andy Hall. It's going to be picked up by Fontana. It's going to be Hall on a forecheck. Hall ties her up. Backing up is Monaco. Here to the near side. Reeder coming in front of Vernig. Trying to make a move, firing a shot in the left corner. Clapper, saved by Kelly. Puck is loose, and Paul smothers it, or Quinn Kelly smothers it at 15.6 seconds to go here in the third. Still 6-on-5. Bolding lost her stick behind into the net of Kelly. And we'll get a face-off into left wing circle to the right of Q. Lineup looks like it stays. Lineup's going to be Patak along with Cinquino and Conklin. Bolding along with, we got all kinds of mess on here. Bolding going to take your face-off. Face-off one to Sell. Fire one forward, saved by Kelly here to the near side. Going to be picked up by Conklin. Off the stick of Sell, that puck's going to go 8 seconds down the left wing corner. Conklin coming in, going to tie it up, slam Sell into the wall. Sell didn't like it done. Oh, and a slash by Sell behind the play on Bolding. And that sound is the end of the game. What a cheap shot by Willow Sell as the girl was laying on the ice. Your final score here at John R. Sumner Arena is going to be the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 3 and the Chicago Mission 2 as we head to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies Recap. For the visiting Chicago Mission, penalty on Willow Sell, hooking in the first period at 1:11, and Lyric Bessie interference in the second at 13:21. Goals scored by Jillian Young at 11:51 in the first, and number 23 Fink at 2:18 in the second. For the home team, Shattuck St. Mary Sabres, penalties on number 8 Gianna Monaco holding at 4:26 in the first, Charlotte Lee hooking in the third at 11:25. Goals scored by Juliana Golden, assisted by Jocelyn Field on the power play at 11:34 in the second. Matea Conklin, assisted by Nora Patak and Tommy Cinquino at 8:39 in the third. And your game winner, scored by Tommy Little 5, assisted by MC at 4:45 in the third. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. And once again, your final score here at John R. Sumner Arena. The Sabres 3 and the Mission 2. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. We will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. to round out the 3-game set here up in Faribault. The rubber match, if you will, for the weekend. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and as we sign off for the evening, good night, Minnesota Lakers Grandma, wherever you are.